of something I could snack on, if it's possible. If not, he snitched on me. He did snitch on me. This is now between us. Alright, I'm gonna get these ankles taped up. I'm ready to tape, you feel me, for the game.
Yeah.
Another day to compete, you feel me? So, can't complain. Should I go with bus, lock in, listen to all the music?
Him to sign this monumental contract with the Boston Celtics.
I appreciate the investment and commitment.
Turn nervous mode.
Even though it's been a whirlwind, it's been exciting to get to land on a team of this caliber, to compete and try to win a championship. Just know that it's not too early, but that we want to win.
That in there. The pound. Two. To down. The pound.
Growing up in St. Louis, not having much,
I remember the next time we didn't have anything to eat, and 2 doors down, I remember
I said, I want to be an NBA player. I want to be the best player in the world. And she said, you know, realistic, that's probably not going to happen. And I remember everybody laughing. And that was like one of the lowest points. Because I already felt, intimidated going to school. I stood out as like a kind of didn't belong. And I remember my first time going to AAU Nationals was in New Orleans in fourth or fifth grade. So I was like 9 or 10. And in my mind, at the time, I thought I was the best 10-year-old in the world. Like, I just felt I was so much better than everybody else. And I might have been half as good as everybody else. Like, it was such an eye-opener for me, and it made me realize, like, I got so far to go to be as good as those guys or to reach my ultimate goal.
My pops, he was one who put the ball in my hand from as early as I can remember. And, from 3 to I was 14, father-son relationship. Like, me and my dad only ever went to games or practice. Because he wanted, in his eyes, he wanted me to be the best, and that was his way of like, if he made me upset, I would play better. And in a sense, I did. Like, I would get so upset, I would get so angry that I would play better. But he knew I was going to be tall. He didn't want somebody to just label me as a big man, so he wanted me to play the perimeter. But when you're young, everybody just wanted to shoot threes, do floaters, try to smack the glass till you can dunk. So with me, he wanted me to try to be different, try to be able to do it. We would go in the gym and we would just jab step on the middle, and jab step on the wing, one dribble to the right, one dribble to the left. And like, that was just all we knew. Kobe was my favorite player. And one day, I just started doing like turnaround fadeaways. But I was like, that's my favorite play. And I would practice it on my own until it became a part of my game.
Drew Hanlon, I started working out with him. He was training basically in Brad Hill at the time. He was another St. Louis guy. I was in 8th grade. And I think that's when I kind of took a bigger leap in my basketball development.
Most of my clients when I started working with Jay were pros or college guys that were going to be pros, and so typically I didn't start working with players until they were in high school. And so his mom reached out when he was an 8th grader. I said, he's a little bit too young. I want to, get him a little bit older so that he can kind of grasp some of the high-level nuances and skills that I want to cover with him. Sure enough, Brad Beals is, big brother, and he's been working with Brad since he was 13 years old. So he shot me a text and was just like, hey, I'm telling you, my little brother Jason's going to be special. Give him a chance. And we got in the gym. First time we ever worked out, absolutely destroyed him. Like, almost tried to make him pass out. Mom and was like, it was pretty cool. Jason in the car after the workout was like, Mama, you guys were carrying me off the floor before I gave up. And that's when I knew he had the mentality.
Going into high school, my freshman year, I was like 6'3" maybe. And then over the summer, by the time I was a sophomore, I was like 6'7". So I think 8th grade to sophomore year, I kind of grew about 5, 6 inches. Once I got to high school, that's when, like, I tell people all the time, after my freshman year of high school, that's when it hit me that, like, damn.
I think being a high school star, especially growing up with social media, camera phones was out, so I wasn't like a normal high school kid. turned 16, I had a car, and this when I started my waking up at 5:45, 5:30, going to the gym at 6:15. I love walking into an empty gym
Pout.
and being the first person to like that feeling is hard to describe because it's this is my life.
Pout.
It's what
The
I've always
pout.
wanted to do.
That's when I knew he was gonna make it, because I didn't have to wake him up. And I'm not a morning person. You know, I joke with him, and I'm like, listen, God didn't raise the sun yet, then clearly he don't want me up. I'm not getting up when it's still dark outside. I didn't have to push him. That was something he wanted to do.
But there's always this idea that somebody is working harder than me, or when I wasn't working out, somebody else was, somebody in New York, somebody in LA. There was a handful of times I overslept, and those are like the worst days of my high school career, of the sense of like I just felt terrible all day. My opportunity of my dream may have slipped away, and I think that level of fear really helped me get to this point.
Jason's dedication to his craft would only continue to show on the court, as by the time he finished his junior year at Chaminade, he was already seen as one of the top players in the class of 2016. Of course, this meant drawing attention from the top college basketball programs across the country. And while plenty of schools would try to make a case for Tatum's commitment, only one stood out from the rest.
Duke was like something that didn't seem attainable. Like it didn't, for me, it was like, yeah, I didn't hate Duke. Like, I thought it was amazing. They had the best players and a great coach. But I never was like Duke never was like wanted me to come there.
But I think when I took my visit, I was 16, my junior year, and just to see the relationship that Coach K had with his players, and I got to talk to Jaleel, Todd, just to see how they talked to their coach when he wasn't around.
Just
Enzo referred.
from his mouth was like kind of the encouragement, the validation. Especially at 16, I remember my hands were sweating. I was speechless just listening to him talk. And so it was amazing to hear how highly he thought of me at only 16. I was sold immediately. I wanted to commit when I was there. I know my dad and mom was like, you only took one visit, only a junior high school. Like with other schools a chance. Like, I mean, I know where I want to go.
And my junior year, they won the national championship